All right. Speaking of Aljamain Sterling, he did come out and talk about why he pulled out of the rematch. And here's a quote from what he said. He said, "As always, I like to share the truth and be transparent with my fan base that I actually give a shit about fighters' health. Training has been going well, but I've been struggling to get my body to push past 2 rounds in sparring sessions. The fatigue that sets in and the cramping still lingers, which my surgeon said is due to the nerve still recovering from the long-term trauma and surgery I just had. Nothing I can do about that other than show up in another shell of myself and risk wasting the surgery and maybe getting severely hurt."
I'm not normally on his side, but I mean, I'm going to be honest. I think it's a smart play by him. I think it's good that he's taken the time to really to heal up properly. He had neck surgery, so anytime you're dealing with your neck, just be careful with it. Like, just take your time. John, you had neck surgery.
I've had 3.
Yeah, sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and what he says right here. When he says, "I'm being transparent," I'm telling you what he's saying is true. Okay, first off, my thumbs are numb. Okay, but I get cramping. I'll just do when just working out, doing something. If I do something and it starts to push, I go in full on cramps. And I mean, it's like you can't stop it. And you're straightening things out. So I believe him. I know I can believe that he's having that problem. And you look at it and you go, I can't fight like this.
Yeah.
I can believe it. It's a problem, and it is a nerve problem with his neck, and he's going to have to get it fixed. And I'm not saying this in any bad, if he's got to sit out, for a year, then sit out for a year.
Yeah.
Don't come back and fight when you are not ready to be the guy that you were when you had that surgery happen. Or when I think he was hurt before his last fight, but don't come back and fight if you're not prepared.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's no reason to, especially against someone like Peter Yan. Let them just go on with the interim title. When you come back, you're the champ. You're the champ right now, so go ahead and let them fight for the interim belt. And then when we get back, you'll run it back. That's just how it goes. And maybe, who knows, Peter Yan might lose between now and then. So whoever you have to come back against, maybe change it up a little bit. It kind of it'll spruce things up a tiny bit.
I don't know if it's going to spruce anything up, but I'm being honest. I totally believe the whole thing with he's got problems.
Yeah.
But the problem, unfortunately, problems might not leave. Those things never left. I still have it, and it's been since my last neck surgery. It's been 3 years.
I'd always just thought you were slow.
I'm mentally very slow.
Yes, we know this. What else you got for us, Dave?
Zabit is teased to be coming back by his coach, Mark Henry.
We were just talking about this.
Yes.
We were just talking about, man. This is the guy. This is the guy that can make a difference in that featherweight matchup. This is the guy that, if you're looking at Volkanovski, who does he fight next? You want that guy because that guy is special and creates a lot of pride. You talk about a guy that's tall for 145 pounds.
Yeah.
Abe Lincoln, man.
What is he, 6'1"?
Yeah.
He's tall. I think he's 6'1", somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
The thing here, and nothing against Max Holloway. I love Max.
6'1".
6'1", Jesus, man. I love Max Holloway, but if he wins, which I think he will, I think he'll beat Yair Rodriguez. If he beats him, then you're going to put Max in again against Volk. I think people are going to think, I've already seen that.
Yeah,
Zabit coming in is like, hey, it's a little bit of a new flavor. Give him a fight as a tune-up and a warm-up in there. And I'm not saying any of those guys are tune-ups and warm-ups, but it gets him ready for a 5-round fight.
Look at the numbers on the Volkanovski, Ortega fight. I mean, they were big, and it's because people, they want to see Volkanovski fight. They like the fact that he is a guy that just, is just a gritty guy that, goes after guys. But you can only put him against Max so many times before people are going to start to go, not too sure about that.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not buying that.
You need somebody else.
Yeah, can you pull up the rankings, Dave? The 145-pound rankings. So if you're pulling these up, see, you got Max and Yair that are matched up right now. We'll see if Yair gets there. Okay, he has that Aljo effect, I think, right now on me. But you got Brian that just lost, who's already fought Korean Zombie. Calvin Cater, maybe you have Brian and Calvin Cater fight. That's a good fight. That's a good little mix-up in there. Good little mix-up right in there.
Yep.
But then you put Zabit in that mix. Where do you put maybe against Arnold Allen?
Arnold Allen.
You know, as a comeback fight, like, hey,
Yeah,
we're back
that's
in,
a
get you
tough
back in
comeback
that
fight.
rankings.
Arnold
was
Allen
ranked-
does not get the credit that he deserves for as good a fighter as he is. He's the guy that kind of like he's silent and he gets lost in the mix, but the dude can fight. He's good.
What if we were to put Zabit against Giga?
I think he'd take Giga down and beat him up.
Yeah.
Right
Okay.
now, Giga doesn't have the takedown defense to stop with Zabit. Zabit's good everywhere, and his grappling, his takedowns, he's good.
Yeah.
And so you take Giga off his feet, now he's not the same fighter. And Giga just needs more time. Got to give him more time.
Yeah, I give him a little more time. Zabit though against Josh Allen, Arnold Allen, Josh Allen, the quarterback.
Josh Allen too.
But from Arnold Allen, that'd be a good return fight. Get you back into that top 5 ranking system, 6-5, somewhere in that category. I think they would catapult him probably ahead of Cavalcator and Korean Zombie. They'd probably put him in that number 2 or 3 position right there.
Yeah,
somewhere because that's where he was. I think when he pulled out he pulled him out of the rankings.
Yeah, I think he was third.
So yeah, get him a win somewhere in there. I'm not saying Arnold Allen would be an easy fight, but it'd be a good fight.
No.
To get back into it for him to get back into it. But I want to see that. The reason why I'm saying Zabit to get in there is because it mixes it up. You can't have Max continue to fight Volk because it won't sell. You're like, I've seen it already twice. You know, it was a great fight. Sure, both of them were good, but I'm not gonna keep paying for it.
Yeah.
And you put Brian just lost to Volk. You fight Yair, so if he does beat Max, then okay, you throw Yair into the title shot. That makes sense because just beat Max. But I don't think he will. I think Max pieces him up. I think Max makes it look easy. And then you got Korean Zombie. He's coming off of his loss.
He's coming off. No, he got a win, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he got one after that fight.
Got one after the Ortega fight.
Yeah, I think he got one after that.
I don't
But
know.
regardless, I think it'll be great to have him back in there. I'd like to see him get one fight in the mix there before he gets back into that title talk.
Yeah.
Get him back on track. Oh, Danny Ige.